Hi everybody, welcome to another episode of The Den. Greg is working, Steve's in the living room playing Skyrim, and I'm preparing our non-traditional Christmas dinner for a new TV show, Oh You Didn't, coming next year. So here's a sneak peek of what you can expect from me in the future. Okay, so maybe I should tell you a bit more about the plans here, and maybe I should do the dishes that are behind me as well. But what I'm planning on doing in the new year, I'm introducing a new cooking show where I take some basic ideas and just show you some basics of cooking, and I have a lot of fun with it, just being myself. Because you know what? People tell me I'm fun, apparently. That's right, Steve. Right?
What?
Yeah. Sure. Alright, so what I'll be showing you today is I'm going to be doing a beef brisket meal. So I'm going to be showing you how to do a basic dry rub as well as a barbecue sauce. And for dessert, we are going to be doing an eggnog cheesecake. So I'll be giving you a 2-for-1 with this one. So let's begin. Alright, so the first thing we're going to be doing here is making the dry rub for the brisket itself. Basically, this is just a whole bunch of powders that you just need to put together. Nice and simple. So to begin, you're going to do 1 level tablespoon of brown sugar, 2 teaspoons of paprika, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, which I had in my hands just a second ago, and it's back in there. So that's 1/2 teaspoon of cumin, or cumin if you're Jonathan Fox. 3/4 of a teaspoon of mustard powder. 1 teaspoon of table salt, or any other salt, and lastly, 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. So it's just basically a dry powder mix here. So very simple. You probably figured it out already. You just mix it all together, and then you're going to coat your brisket with that. So. And I got enough here just to feed 3 people, so it's about a 2-pounder. Oh, look at that. Beauty. So we're just gonna here, make sure everything is all nice and coated. And this is gonna be going into a slow cooker. Now the reason why I did slow cooker today, because we want to keep things pretty simple and basic. And a lot of stuff too, it keeps a lot of moisture in there as well. And it's kind of why I love the slow cooker for that. Plus, this is one of those things you might not have time to do this in a day, so you might want to do a kind of a set and go kind of thing. So, kind of gives you a big meal for later today, but you can still do your plans in the afternoon. So here we go. We got a nice coated brisket. I'm going to let that marinate here for a little bit. And then we're going to make our barbecue sauce. Okay, so the next step is we're going to be doing our own barbecue sauce. So, first thing you need to do in that is mince up some cloves, some garlic cloves. So what I like to do to do that is I just put the knife down, press, make sure the blade is always facing out away from where you're going to be pressing. So you just chop them really fine. Then we're going to need a 1/2 cup of apple cider vinegar. Almost grabbed the tequila that's over here, but that wouldn't work so much as a barbecue sauce. Next you need is 1.5 cups of ketchup. Next is going to be 1/2 cup of brown sugar. And then this is going to be a 2 teaspoon each deal. So we're going to get 2 teaspoons of black pepper, Should have just left this open, but meh. And for onion powder, 1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Just purchased this one, so it's not quite open just yet. And lastly, 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire. Or Worcestershire. Worcestershire. Alright, mix that up first. I'm going to whisk it around first before I emulsify it. There we go. Oh, that looks good. But, the crowd's a little chunky in there, so we're going to have to blend this a bit. So we just want to basically go through it until it's a nice liquid form. Alright, so the last part here for the brisket, it's going in here. It's going to go into in there for high for about 4.5 hours. So, the rub. It's all nice and good, and you pour the barbecue sauce all over that. So it's going to kind of take in all of the flavors. There we go. So that will be ready in about 4.5 hours. In the meantime, we are going to make some cheesecake. Okay, so now we're going to start the dessert. Now I'm going to be doing something festive. So this is going to be an eggnog cheesecake. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is clean your freaking equipment. That's how I get everything ready. So, first thing you're going to need is about 2. I'll do some digging here at the end of the package. 2 tablespoons of white sugar. One cup of honey graham cracker crust. And about 3 tablespoons of melted butter. And you're going to want to mix that around. And then you're going to be pressing that all together onto a pan, a 9-inch pan. And you're going to bake for 10 minutes. And that's at 325 Fahrenheit. So clearly that is a bit thick. Normally you would load this onto a springform pan, but we're not going to be doing that. What I'm actually going to be doing is pressing this up to the side there, so it kind of gives it a little bit of angle. It's a bit of a aesthetic thing as well. So make sure that's pressed nice and firm, and that there's no, you can't see the bottom of the pan. Alright, so that is going to bake for 10 minutes at 325. Alright, so we are at the kind of the meat of the cheesecake right here. So you're going to need 3 packages of cream cheese, 1 cup of white sugar, 3 tablespoons of flour. Oh, that's more sugar. That will keep Greg up all night. Three-quarters of a cup of eggnog. Look at that deliciousness. Oh yeah. Eggs. And my favorite part, 2 tablespoons of rum. Once the rum opens up. Oh, and our crust is ready. While I'm doing all this, that's what the crust will look like. So just let that set there for a bit while we finish up the meat of everything here. And just make sure, do I need to change any oven settings? Yes, I do. The oven's now going to go up to 425. The last part will just be a pinch of nutmeg for the added spiciness of it. So, and enjoying a new gift that Steve got me for pre-Christmas. Thanks, Steve!
You're welcome!
Yes! He's in there busy slaying dragons in Skyrim right now. We're just going to mix everything out here. Oh, look at that go. A bit of a slower speed there, trying to get used to this. This is my first time using this, and I am loving this. Yeah. So everything is all well blended here. Crust is ready. So now it's just gonna be poured in there evenly. So it goes right to about the top. That's going to bake on 2 different temperatures. So first we're going to be putting it on 425, and we're going to be doing that one for about 10 minutes. We're then going to reduce it to 250, and it's going to bake for another 45 minutes from there. So then that way we know it will all be ready. So I'm just going to have a little bit of room left on the top. So I'm just going to... So there you have it. The cheesecake is all done right now. That looks nice and soft. Firm. We're good to go. So all we need to do now is we're going to make the biscuits, put the vegetables together, wait for Greggy to come home, and then we'll be all done. So we're working on the next part of the meal here. This is the biscuits. So in this bowl I have 2 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of sugar, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt. We have 8 tablespoons of butter separated here, and we'll be putting 3/4 of a cup of milk. Now, you may be hearing a little bit of music in the background. I'm going to show off another gift that was given to me. Greg knows my love of Bowie. So that's some of the stuff that you're hearing in the background there. It's part of the iconic concert for Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars. So anyways, what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be combining everything that's in here. And we're going to be cutting the butter into it. So we're going to be taking 2 knives. And first what we're going to be doing is just going to mix it all in there. But we're going to cut butter into it like this. So it kind of gets separated and kind of mixed in with everything. Now I was also told to use frozen butter. And kind of use a cheese grater to it and put that in that way. Oh, that's the oven preheating to 425 degrees, by the way. So anyways, that one's there. So you want to do this until the flour mixture kind of looks like cornmeal. So what's going on here is we have the mix all done here. So that's all cut, butter's all cut in. So what we're going to be doing now is we form a well in the middle. And we're going to pour 3/4 of a cup of milk right into the middle of that. And then what we're going to be doing is we're going to be kneading this all by hand. So we're just going to combine it all into the middle. Oh, that milk is so cold. Oh, God. So we're just dough fingers. So what we're going to do from here, we're going to roll it out, we're going to cut out into our desired thickness, and cut up the biscuits, and we're going to bake them for a few minutes. So the dough is ready, so like I always say, if you want to save yourself some cleanup, saran wrap under your dough before you start rolling or kneading or anything else. You will be so thankful for that. Now yes, you do got to push it around a bit, and it does move around a bit more, but you're going to save yourself a huge mess, and thank you Adam Rocca for that tip. So, let's here. So you really want to do the desired thickness of biscuits. Now these are going to raise a little bit too, so you also got to have that into consideration. I also just realized I don't have anything the size of biscuits I can use to cut. Oh God. Okay, so improvisation is going to become a thing as the show continues. So let's figure something out now, shall we? Alright, so I found something I could cut these with, so I'm just using the lid of the baking powder. So just kind of cut into shapes.
So it's a two album?
Yes, it is. And Greg's back home.
Yeah. You're filming.
I'm filming. Well, you're not in video. You can put your hand down here.
Hi everybody.
Everyone knows that's Greg's hands. Alright, so we're just gonna cut.
What can I say? I'm handy.
Oh, handsy, more like it. So. And basically you get the gist from there, and then we're just going to bake those in the oven for about 12 minutes. Alright, biscuits are almost done. Corn is almost done. Mashed potatoes are done. And the brisket. Oh my goodness, look at that steam coming off of that brisket.
How is she though?
How is she though?
How is she though?
How is she though?
Yes, mama!
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, bitch! Yeah!
Boys, how is it?
It's fantastic.
Flavors?
Stop eating.
You can't stop. Brisket's good? Yes.
Good spicy.
Greg's got potato in his beard, butter in his beard right now.
They call me old Butterbeard.
Oh.
Hey guys, so what'd you think of the meal?
It was fucking delicious. Can we say fucking on YouTube?
It was. You can say fucking on YouTube.
It was alright.
I can censor it out too if you want.
No,
it's
I
extra
think
work.
this is perfect.
Okay, that's fucking awesome.
Okay.
So, comments on the meal?
It was alright.
The brisket was spicy and delicious, and I loved the sauce, and I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, the
was
sauce
from
was
scratch.
really, really good.
Yeah, the biscuits?
The biscuits were my favorite part.
Yeah, the biscuits were.
That was my first attempt at doing them.
Yay.
I've never tried to make biscuits before, and that was, I looked at a recipe. Oh, I trust Paula Deen, besides the racism.
It's true.
Yeah.
And you can't go wrong with mashed potatoes and corn on the cob.
Yeah, sweet. And the cheesecake?
Oh yeah, that was my favorite. You
Derek
taste the rum, but
Derek was serving cheesecake.
Yes. That was made with hot glue and desperation. There's no hot glue in the cheesecake.
And there was so much rum left over.
There was
we
cum
didn't even have a drink.
I'm not saying there was cum in there. There was definitely rum, maybe cum. Anyway, so yeah. So, I will be doing more episodes of Oh Sure You Didn't later into the new year. I haven't really figured out my format and how I want to do it yet, but you'll definitely see more of it, and it will be kind of a separate thing from Men of the Den, but also part of. These two will be in it too.
I get to eat the food.
They get to eat the food. They don't have to do any of the grunt work that gets involved in it. So, anyways, Christmas is coming, guys. Anything to say?
Merry Christmas. And happy holidays.
Yes.
That's right. We're almost at the end of Hanukkah, are we not?
We're almost at the end of Hanukkah. JD just posted candle number 6.
That's right.
Yeah, we're almost there.
Our own unicorn.
Yes. So, anyways, guys, like, share, subscribe. Try out the recipes that you tried that by. Try out the recipes that I posted down there today, and let me know how they worked out here for you. Until then, like, share, subscribe, and enjoy the rest of the week on the Den.
Au revoir.